Welcome back, everybody.
Hi, everybody. This is Ava Marie Taylor.
And only Cass.
And we're playing Trauma Team.
Yes, we are. So the last video, you may remember we started Naomi's
section of the game, or episode, I guess as it were.
So we're just continuing.
Yay! Yay! Continuing.
The investigator is trying to contact you through the computer. Point to the panel in the upper right of the screen and press the A button to talk to him.
Now, let's try sorting through the information that's been gathered so far.
Thank you, Naomi.
Dr. Kimishima.
Is that a me?
I believe it's supposed to look like a me.
I'm sorry, okay.
Let's see. The knife itself is a cheap common brand sold all over the country. It'll be difficult to locate where the knife came from.
Oh, that's just a bummer.
The blood left on the blade matches the deceased's. Only his fingerprints were found on the handle as well.
I see.
Dilemma.
At least one thing is clear now. That is...
Fingerprints and blood on the knife came from the body. This proves that the knife wasn't used. It's definitely suicide. The knife cut Dennis. It's Dennis's favorite knife.
The knife cut Dennis.
Yep. Okay.
Yeehaw!
We got a star! Analysis is complete.
Star for me.
Knife has become deadly knife.
Yeah. This knife is believed to have been used to slit the victim's wrist.
Good.
Even then, we can't prove that unless we compare it to the wound.
Using hit cards, grab a card with A and B and place it on another card. Using hit cards, if it is the correct combination, the two cards will fuse together.
If it's incorrect, it'll give a really annoying noise.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, wait, what?
Wounded wrist.
That's the noise that it does.
No,
Blah,
yes.
The shape of the knife blade corresponds with the wound found on the wrist. This means that...
The shape of the knife matches the wound on the blade on the body's wrist. This shows that the knife was used on the wrist. Dennis cut his own wrist. Dennis showed no hesitation. This knife did not wound Dennis.
The knife was used
on his wrist. Point. The card slashing knife was
This
made.
appears to be an open and shut case. Then again, this all seems a little too convenient for me.
Damn.
Hemorrhaging in the eyes, you say? It's a condition called petechia, caused by increased blood pressure and spasms in the blood vessels. It's commonly found as a sign of death by asphyxiation.
Wait a second, that doesn't seem right. If I recall correctly, the victim...
Spots in the victim's eyes were signs of death by asphyxiation. Before that, it was believed that Dennis died of smoke inhalation, a slashed wrist, a broken finger, a concussion. A broken finger.
He died of a broken finger.
Broken finger, slashed wrist. Okay.
I'm gonna break my finger and die.
Slashed wrist. If the cause of death is asphyxiation, it's possible that we are dealing with a homicide.
Point. Analysis complete. Abnormality became signs of asphyxiation.
Alright, let's see. Anything else you can help me with? No. No, you can't help me.
Abnormal finger.
Think?
Yeah, okay.
There's no mistake.
Because
This
why
finger is
why would
fractured.
the finger be broken? Or like...
But that doesn't mean you have anything to say
Can
about
you send me
it.
the details? Get an x-ray performed as soon as possible. Oh, and I have one more piece of good news, Dr. Kimishima.
Good
I've
news for
received a
me?
recording from HQ, a witness's account.
Great, that will be useful. Who's the witness?
It's the deceased's neighbor. We asked her some questions about the day of the incident.
Perfect timing. Maybe we'll be able to use her account to determine when the fire started.
The neighbor's account has been added to the recorder. The topic, neighbor's condition, has been added to the neighbor's account on the
I'll
recorder.
send the data over to you. Please check it using the recorder in your room.
Yay!
How do you know where my recorder is, creeper?
Are we good then? Listen to witness accounts. Point to the voice recorder on the desk and press A. Desk? A!
Aw, she's such a cute old lady.
Dennis's neighbor. She was asked about what she observed on the day of the incident. Listen to testimony. She's only 70.
She's only 70. She's only 70. Yeah, that was really bad.
Neighbor's condition. Listen to witness accounts. Press A to hear a witness's statement. Point at words related to the topic in the upper left and press A.
We'll just listen to the whole thing and then afterwards we'll pick what one we think it is.
Yes, that's right. Oh, it's been so hot lately. I've been keeping the window that faces out into the street open because of the heat. That's how I could hear my neighbor so clearly. It was, let me think, around 3 in the afternoon? Yes, it must have been. I was watching Farewell Danny at the time. I heard this loud noise from my neighbor's room. And then the fire alarm started going off a little after that. I was really surprised. Oh, I think it was about 10 minutes. I looked out the window and saw smoke coming from next door. I ran over to my neighbor's door, but nobody answered when I pounded on it. But I had to see if there was anyone in there, so I pulled on the door. It was chained from the inside, and no one answered me when I yelled. Yes, the fire truck came soon after that. A firefighter cut the chain on the door and went inside. My neighbor? No, it seems he lived alone. Oh, but I remember an electrician came at around noon.
That's important.
Yes, I heard him talking outside the front door, so I don't think I could be mistaken.
Well, alright then. So we've heard our accounts now. Press!
Now what you can do is when you listen to a statement, if you click on them, Naomi will have her own little
Thing about
she'll
it?
put her 2 cents in over here. Well, this is close to the end of spring, so yeah. Anyway, we're gonna try
I've
finding
been
the one
keeping the
that...
window that that's how I could hear my neighbor so clearly. It was, let me think.
How would you... I'm not sure about what that was.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
that.
heard this loud...
Well,
yes,
it's not important or anything. Girl
Hate that insipid TV show.
I heard this loud noise.
I love noise. No!
I heard this,
Noise from my store. There must be more to this.
and then the fire alarm. I was really
I
surprised.
bet you were.
Oh, I looked out the window. I ran over to my neighbor's, but I had to see it. It was chained from the inside.
So the room was completely locked. That lines up with...
We've heard about fire.
Yes, the fire truck.
There's nothing special about
A
that.
firefighter cut the chain on the...
Yeah.
My neighbor? Oh, but I...
Look at that.
Did you know about the newspaper?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking of something.
She was talking from outside her door. Okay.
What are we missing?
I've been keeping the window that...
I see nothing on.
That's how I could...
No.
That's how I could...
Not surprised.
It was... Yes, I heard this...
Noise from the door.
And then...
Ah, there it
Followed
is.
by the fire. That may be a clue.
Took us long enough.
Yeah. The card neighbor's account has been obtained.
The way she described it, the sound doesn't seem to have been something exploding. Could the noise have been made by someone in the room? Or something else?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun 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 dun. So there was a noise coming from the room at around 3 p.m. and then the fire started. If the fire really started after the noise began, we should be able to narrow down the victim's time and death to some extent. Alright, time to use the computer to sort out this new information. Computer!
Need the computers.
Now let's try sorting through the information that we've gathered so far.
No, fine.
The debt?
The room was sealed, and the neighbor heard the sounds at around 3 p.m. The fire occurred not long after that. What we can deduce from that is...
The neighbor heard noises coming from Dennis's room at around 3 p.m. and the fire started afterwards. This suggests that Dennis was dead before 3 p.m., Dennis was alive until 3 p.m., Dennis died around 4 p.m., or Dennis started the fire at around 3 p.m. So I would say
He was alive until 3 p.m.
he was alive until 3 p.m. Point! The card Dennis's time of death has been obtained.
That's right. At least, that's all we can determine using our current information. The deceased was alone at the time, so there's a good chance he made the noise. Still, we need more information to see if there was anyone else in the room when it happened.
The topic, was anyone there, was added to the neighbor's account on the recorder. So we need to leave and go to the recorder, right? Leave! Recorder!
Well, this is a good place to stop because we're at 10 minutes again.
Alright.
So we'll see you in the next video.
Alright, everybody. Peace and love and life.